welcome to practice. My name's Charlton. For those who haven't practiced with us before, we're going to be doing a little bit of lengthening of the spine, some back bends today, and a little bit of hip work as well. Let's just start with our legs out wide. Hands behind or alongside and just lengthen up, taking out the roundings. So we're not slumping, we're lifting up. And point your toes forward, flex, point, just a little bit of flossing. Yeah, a couple more like that. Circle. Lengthen up, left hand just either alongside your behind. Bring your right hand to your thigh or just to the start of the shin. And slowly turn and hold. Draw your right shoulder up and forward a little more so you can feel that in the right lower back. Release. Let's try the other side. So again, just slowly around. And back. We're going to go to the left again, but maybe reach down lower into the shin. You could touch a toe, but once you do that, lengthen the spine back up. Maybe turn a little bit more and hold. And release. Let's do the same. Turn, reach, lengthen, hold. Come into a mermaid. So left foot in, right heel back. From there, slowly walk over to the left and then extend your right arm. Just stretch your right lower back, right shoulder, right side. You could bend your left, go a little deeper. Come back up, change. Same thing other side. So foot touches, just walk your left hand out, lengthen through that left side of the body. Just to get an even sense of sensation, a little bit of stretching, lengthening. Okay, come back up again. We're going to do one more. Janu Sirsasana, left leg long, right foot in. Okay, lengthen up. And then we're going to turn to the right again. And once again, move your left out. Just walking away. Come up, change. Just walking away from that right side. Right hand sliding. Hold, little breath. Back up. Bound angle pose. So as I think once again, hands behind. Just open up the inner thigh, squeeze. And do it again. Okay. Coming on to knees and then toes. So hands in front, curl your toes under. See if you can get all the toes to touch. And then just back. As with everything we do today, if something really doesn't work for your body, come out of it. Try the movement before, have a little moment. This is about you, not about you having to do every pose that happens. And come back, take a little moment there. And let's try that again. Just slowly walk back. A breath. And release. Okay. Top of the feet on the mat. Sitting back to the heels, maybe sitting even between them. And then walk your hands back. Fingers facing forward. And maybe back enough that you can just lift your knees. Be careful with this sort of movement. I feel through the thighs, front of my foot. I feel a little bit of cramp coming on actually. And that'll do for that one. Okay, coming all the way out. And first little cat pose. So just arch the spine, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. And again. Any movement here. Okay. A little bit of wrist love. Turn your fingers to face backwards, palm out. Now go gentle if you've never done this before. You could get your knees way up closer or you can keep them back and maybe lean back a little. Try to keep the heel of your hand down just so you're getting a bit of a stretch through the inner wrist there. And grip your fingertips a little. Okay, change. Now go the other way. Turn the fingers back. Again, knees can get closer so you can get the thumbs to face out. Elbows out. Lean back a little. Okay, change. Now back of hands on mat, thumbs facing. That could be plenty, stay, or as we've done every time, lean back a little. And let's shake it out. Shake out the other one. Okay. Through me here, first down dog, knees bent, lift, press back to your heels, lift up. Keep the knees bent and maybe walk it out, stretch it. And find your down dog. And forget about the down dog, just feel the stretch, legs, spine. In fact, particularly the spine. Feeling a little tight there, maybe bend your knees. Or feeling the back of your legs, let your legs be a little wider. So just play with the pose for another breath. Okay, knees back to the mat. We're going to thread the needle. So, bend your right elbow, bring your left arm under your body. Now you want to get outside of the shoulder on the mat, temple very light here. And if your head temple doesn't quite get there, you can bring a hand under, put something gentle. But most of the weight should still be on the shoulder. Right hand's going to come out a bit, and then I'm going to use that to press and open my chest a bit more. So you can see as I press into the ground, shoulder blade comes back, and just going to hold. I could take the arm to the sky, I could take it behind for a bind, but today I'm choosing to go that way and feel the stretches through the shoulders, both shoulders. Okay, release. Try your other side so you know where you're going. And your mantra, you think, yeah, no, that's not good for my neck. Do the pose we did before. Do something else that's similar as we hold for another moment. Again, pressing through that hand, drawing that shoulder blade back. And slowly out. Okay. Through here, once again, down dog, but let's do cat the dog. I want you to inhale, arch your spine. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. And lift your knees off the ground, hips up, press them back. And do it all over again. Let your knees come back down. Inhale. Exhale. Make it about the breath as much as it is about the movement. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. You've got a breath or two here. Okay. From here, turn your right foot out at about a 45. Bend your left knee. Press for your right hand. Back to your right hip. Hip goes back and up. Release, left knee on the mat, right leg through, kneeling lunge. Hands onto the thigh, lengthen up. Okay. Take your left arm to the ceiling, hold. Bring your right hand up, find the wrist, and draw that left arm across your body. Press into your left shin, toe, big toe mounted the front foot. Let's keep this simple. Let's just change back to down dog. Turn your left foot out about 45, like you're doing warrior one. Bend your right knee. Press back through your left hand, back to your hip, hip up, hip back. Hold. And release. Change. Right knee on the mat. Left leg through. And again, lifting up. Get your balance. Extend the right arm up. Could be palm to the ceiling. Hold the wrist. Draw it across. Could be palm down. Ground. So this side's pressing in. You're lifting up. And then any amount across. Just lengthening through the side body. Side, front of body, and even a little bit of the back of the body on this right side. coming back, hands to the ground, all fours. So we're going to repeat a similar movement. We're in all fours, we're going to walk our hands away and then stretch your left hand a little more. You can bend your elbow, let your body down, almost like doing dog kneeling. Hips could go back. Anything that it just accentuates that stretch on the left, just that little bit more. Okay, come back. Let's try the other side. Just walk away, arm away. Sensation that feels right to you. And back. Okay. From here, right leg through, kneeling lunge again. Lift up. Okay. Get your balance. Left hand up. Reach up. Draw your belly in, hip lifting back. Tailbone tucking. From there, right hand to the hip. Slowly bend your elbow to the outside of the knee or above it. Open your chest up. Draw your right shoulder blade back. Bring your palms together. Press them strongly and hold. Take a breath in. Let it out. And again. Okay, release. One side to go. Change. Left leg through. Again, lift up. Left hand to your hip. Reach up. Create a bit of length. Then slowly hook that elbow out. Palms together. Press your palms strongly as you draw your left shoulder blade back and hold. Back to center. Release your hands. This time we're just going to step forward. So lifting up. Sway, little left, little right. Okay. Hands to the hip crease. Inhale, flat back up. Keep your knees bent. All the way out. Okay, hands still on hip crease. Set your legs up for Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees. Hips back. Hold. Extend your arms. Palms up. Hold. Take a breath. Maybe a little deeper. Lift your upper body. Sit your lower body. And inhale. Exhale all the way up. And release. Okay, take a breath there. Take a moment. Set yourself up. Alrighty, half moon pose. Feet together, feet apart. Your preference for this pose. Inhale, arms up. Either interlace the fingers or hold the elbows. Any variation. Lengthen up slowly to your left. Inhale, back up. Slowly to your right. So it's similar to what we've been doing. We're just doing it in a standing position. Lengthening our side body. And again. And release. Okay. Arms alongside the body. Inhale. Tuck the elbows in. Exhale. Open up. Like you get dinner plates. Heavy. Shoulder blades down. Inhale. Exhale again. Feel those shoulders, chest, front of shoulders, wherever you can feel it. And back. And one more. Okay, top of your mat. We're going to go back down. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, half lift. Slide your hands up the front of the shins, chest forward, lengthen the back of your legs. Exhale. Inhale, half lift again. Exhale. Okay. No float class today, so just stepping on back to dog. Take a moment here. Step your feet together, right leg up. This can be done on all fours if you prefer. Knee to chest, stepping forward, runner's lunge. Hands either side, and then just straighten your front leg. Bend, straighten, do a couple of rounds of that. Just working through the backs of our legs. You can step that back leg up a little more. Lift the ball of the foot. No, we're just working side to side. Okay, and then the last moment, hold. Come into your runner's lunge. Check your left heel is pressing back, hamstring engaged. Left hand down, and I like to walk it out a big step, come up into the fingertips. Right hand to hip, open up, draw the shoulder blade back. Ground the big toe mound. Maybe extend the arm if that felt like a thing to do. Okay, right hand down, step back down dog. As we come into down dog, I want you to lift up onto your toes. Exhale, press your hips and heels back. And again, inhale up, squeeze the belly and squeeze the inner thighs. Exhale down. One more, inhale. And exhale. Okay, step the right foot alongside the left, left up, stepping forward. Again, as we did on the other side, just slowly back and forward. Coming into your runner's lunge twist. Lengthening first. We'll get to that twist, getting a little eager there. Shouldn't be, I know what's coming, quite a lot of twisting. But I'm twisting for a purpose. We just want to open up the spine, the trunk, hand straight up or to the hip again. Yogi's choice, maybe come on fingertips, you can get a little higher. And release down. This time we're going to step forward again. Okay. Exhale. Inhale, roll on up. Half moon again. This time take your arms up, right hand above you, hold the wrist. Right here, foot behind. You can do it the other way we already were. And then slowly. Now ground into the feet. Draw that arm across. Hold. And back, change, try the other side. And back again. Okay, top of the mat for all of us. We flow once again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale, half flip. Exhale, just step on back, down dog. Take a moment in down dog. Okay, left foot, forelegs if you want, or down dog. Bend your knee, open your hip. Circle the foot, straighten it up, stepping forward, crescent lunge. So maybe hands on thigh, maybe just lift straight on up. Get your balance. Hold. Okay. Hands to hips, bend your back knee a little, maybe a little more. And then back up again and down. Maybe going quite far down, just a couple more like that. So we warmed up the front of the leg a lot in the last little movement. Now we're doing a bit more for the back leg in this pose. Okay, hold, extend your arms up. Take your right palm to the ceiling, maybe just reach up or across. While you'll hold that right wrist with your left hand. Okay, release the hands down and we're just going to go straight on back to down dog. Okay, take a moment there, take a breath. And left leg up, bend the knee, open the hip. Hold. Circle the foot. Extend the leg behind you, stepping forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, your way up again. Reach up, lengthen up, draw the belly in, hands to the heart, hips, rather. Once again, little bend of the knee, lengthen up, little bend of the knee. And a couple more, you decide, be big or go low or high. Watch that front leg. Control that knee over the ankle. Last time. Okay, arms up. Change, left palm to the ceiling, draw it to the right. Ground your big toe mound, hold. Keep grounding your left foot, heel, toe. And then back to center. Hands to the ground, down dog. Lift up onto your toes, tuck your tailbone under, round forward plank. Knees to the ground, lower yourself ground. Okay. You're going to come into a Sphinx pose. So forearms on the ground. Draw the belly in. Keep it in. Take a little breath in to keep that belly in. And let it out. Through the nose. Could be the mouth, but through the nose and in and out of the nose. So enough that you're not filling your lungs up so far that your belly's got to press into the ground. And we're going to be doing several back bends. So this is number one. Take a moment, let yourself come down. Little swish of the hips. Okay. And we're moving into our second Thinks pose. So maybe let the elbows come a little forward, press into the forearms, draw the chest forward. Lift your right kneecap off the ground, let it go back down. Now lift your left and down. Try that again. Some of you might find you have to curl your toes to get that action. What we're really looking for is what's happening in the hamstring. So as I lift, it's tightening, lift the other, tightening again, maybe both. One more. And once again, take a little break. One more of these, and then we're coming back up again. Okay. Arms on the mat, a little forward. This time, press the forearms in the mat, draw the mat back, draw your chest forward. Press top of the feet in the mat, little toes. Lengthen. Now see if you can get that energy through the spine consistent. Lower back, middle back, upper back, upper back, neck. So the top of the spine. Belly in as you stay a little longer. Consistent. It should feel a nice even sensation, or evenish. You may not get it totally that way. And release. Okay. All the way back. Down dog. Take a moment in down dog. Just let it hang out, no particular dog. Let your head go heavy. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let your knees bend or keep your legs straight, your choice. And once we're there, we're going to slowly roll on up. Bring your hands to your lower back. Elbows tucked back. Draw the belly in. And let your breastbone go to the ceiling. So I'm just drawing it up. Yep, that's it. And release. Bend again, forward fold, Uttanasana. Walk yourself back to down dog. Okay. Take a moment in down dog, and like we did earlier, lift up onto your toes, and then press your hips back, heels back. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, step your left leg, right leg up. Stepping forward, crescent lunge once again. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. Let's go to kneeling lunge. Foot on the ground, hands to the thigh. Okay, take a breath. Left hand up, right hand to your hip. Slowly leaning forward, hook that elbow. Bring the palms together, press, open the chest. Now stay or curl the toes under, come into runner's lunge, prayer twist, hold. Another breath. Slowly release back, hands to the ground, step back down dog. So we'll do the same on the second side. Take a moment, left leg up. Remember, you could bring this forward any old way you want. We're in a runner's lunge, then knee to the ground, then we lift. Right arm up, left hand to your hip, slowly to the left, hook the elbow, bring the palms together. Open the chest. Stay or play, curl the toes, lift the knee, hold. Slowly back to center, back to down dog. Let the breath out. Inhale, plank. Knees to the ground by all means. Lower yourself down. Okay. Take a little moment, just forearms on top of each other, swish your hips, see how your back's feeling. Hopefully the back is going to be feeling, well, literally delicious, like really relaxed and tension removed at the end of the practice. In between that, though, we're going to work. So we're going to do locust pose now, Shalabhasana. Arms are alongside the body, fingers facing in initially, or palms, but then turn them up towards the sky. Draw the belly in, and I like this pose because you can really tell if you're pressing with your belly. So just lift your head, chest, arms, legs reach back. Hold and release. Little swish of the hips. Let it go. We're going to do it again. Okay. Palms this time face down. Slowly lift up. Again, draw the belly in. Don't worry about how high. It's all about the spine anyway. Hold. Keep your neck long, as I just realised I didn't. And release. One more like that. This time, any way you want to do it, palms reaching back. You might have your own preference, or maybe interlace the fingers. Lifting up Shalabhasana of your description, your locust pose. Hold. A little longer, just like we did with the things. Belly in, although of course if your body said is enough, then that's what it is. We don't argue with that through the spine. Okay. As you release, hands alongside the chest, I want you to take a small little child pose, a little bit of flexion. We've been doing a lot to extend. Now we're releasing knees together, knees apart. Any variation of child pose you want. Okay, hands forward. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath, take a moment. From here, walk your feet in a little closer. We're going to do a down dog twist. So I want you to bend your right knee, take weight into your right hand, left hand under your body. Now maybe it finds the right thigh, calf, shin, or down towards the ankle. Straighten that leg, let the left bend your left elbow, and then spiral and look under your shoulder. Now feel the stretch through the left shoulder. Hold. Another breath. Okay, release. Right leg back to down dog, right leg up, stepping forward, crescent lunge. Inhale, arms up. Come up high. Take a breath, take a moment here. Hands to the heart. Okay, crescent lunge twist. So I'm going to do it the way I did it before. Right hand to the hip, left hand up. Going to reach forward, keep the spine long by lengthening through that left. Elbow coming to the outside or just above. Palms together, the knee. Open up and hold. Take another breath there. And back to center, hands to the ground, step back, down dog. Okay, so we're going to do down dog twist again. Get the feet in a little closer, makes it a little easier to find that shin. Take weight into your left, bend your left knee, right hand under. Now, bend your elbow, straighten the left, bend your right, and hold. Maybe look under your left. And release. Left leg up. Stepping forward, high lunge, Anjalasana, crescent lunge. So coming all the way up, take arms up. Again, right hand up, left to the hip. Reaching forward, nice long spine, hook that elbow. Draw your shoulder blade back, press your palms together. Crescent lunge. Back to center, release, back to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, plank. Again, knees by all means, lower down. So the next of our back bends, and by the time we've done this, we would have done 9 of them. Back bends, that is. So hands alongside chest, tuck elbows in, roll shoulders forward, up and back. Just a mild lifted cobra. Elbows in, draw the belly in, stretch from the pubic bone to the breastbone pressing forward and down. As we come down, take a little moment, little breath. Just wiggle the hips, nothing much more to do here. Okay, again, second one, maybe a little higher, maybe it's exactly the same. Go by the sensation. So if I was going higher, and I'm still not going to my highest just yet, it's more about an even stretch through the spine, a nice arch. And release. Then it is about any height. Again, whatever you want to do here. I'm totally letting go in between, reserving all my energy for the actual pose. Okay, once again. Inhale, wherever you want to go. This time I'm going to go a little higher, maybe look a little left and right, roll my hips. And as we did on the other one, we're going to go back, a little child pose. Just a little bit of flexion. Could be a down bog, dog, bog. Where did I get bog from? Inhale, tabletop. curl the toes, down dog. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet once again. Bend your knees or straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Sweep up, or I'm just going to round on up. Okay, take a breath, take a moment. See how we're going. We're about the halfway. And a couple more rounds of those crescent, and we'll put a warrior two in there somewhere. Okay. From here, chair pose with a twist. So I'm going to turn side on so you can follow with me. So, arms up, palms up, lengthen up, bend the knees, hips back. Okay. Hands to the heart, right hand to your hip. Now you could just prayer twist. I'm going to do the same movement. I'm going to use that left to lengthen, go a little lower. And then going to turn, my spine's nice and lengthen, hook that elbow or above. Palms together, draw the shoulder blades back. Going to ground through my heels. Open my chest as I hold for a little twist. Couple more breaths. As we exhale, take a forward fold. Hands into your hip crease, press them back. Lift back, chair pose. Again, arms up. Left hand to your hip if you're doing it that way. Right arm up, reaching forward, keep the spine nice and lengthened, then hook that elbow. Hands together. Back to center, forward fold. Okay, from here, step your left foot behind your right and lift your hips up like you're doing a half lift. And then slowly walk your hands to the right. Walk your left hand a little more. And release, come back to center, change. Right leg along, so just get really balanced here. Lengthen up, walk your hands the other direction. Keep your feet grounded. And release, step on back, down dog. Okay, take a breath. Take a moment. Okay, right leg up. Stepping forward, last crescent lunge. So inhale, bring yourself up. Come up high. So your way into the twist, then we're going to add. So I'm going to get really balanced and strong here. This is how I'm going to do it, just hands to the heart. Lean forward. Keep my spine long like I'm doing locust pose. Hook my elbow or not. Open up. Draw my shoulder blade back. Now, try for an extension if you wish. Hand down, maybe touches the ground. It's on the outside of that leg. Arm up. Or keep it on the hip. Draw the shoulder blade back. Maybe extend then. Hold. Try and get your balance. And release. Back to down dog. Let's take a breath here. Take a moment. Okay. Last crescent lunge. Left leg. Inhale, arms up. Reach up. Stretch up. Again. Your way into your prayer twist. Slide it forward. Take a little twist. Go for the extension. Right hand outside down. Left hand up maybe. If you're new to it, keep looking at the ground. Keep your balance. And release. Step on back, down dog. And just let the spine lengthen. No energy here. Lazy down dog. Head heavy. Knees bend a little. Inhale, plank. Lower down. Exhale. First thing we're going to do is take a little break here. Just again, forearms forward, switch the hips. So just a very conscious softening, relaxing. So new pose or new back bend, lifted up dog. So lifted dog. Hands alongside, tuck your elbows in. Option, go to lifted cobra if you want. Or slowly lift your chest, your shoulders, bring your chest forward on top of the feet. You can keep your knees on the ground for this one if you want, or lift them up. I find it easy to lift the knees up, squeeze the inner thighs. Now, I don't normally come out of the pose this way, but I'm going to bend back down. Take a little moment. So we're going to do two of those. Two more to go, rather. So again, a little break. You want to do one of the other back bends, please do it. You want to go to child pose, you know that's an option. Hands alongside. Again, tuck the elbows in, draw the chest up. Up dog. And release. Take a moment. One to go. And like all the third ones, we're a little longer in it, so maybe a little longer break here. Okay. Your choice. Small breath in and out. Even though we're not here that long, we try to keep the breath happening as we hold. And child pose. So just coming back into another little brief child pose, just enough to let that spine release out of that extension. Okay. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. And you could walk your hands to your feet to your hands. You're just going to come into a forward fold. And you're going to round slowly up. Okay, chair pose. Last chair pose, Utkatasana. So think about hip width apart, together, close, your preference. Inhale, arms up. Bend the knees, bend at the hips. Oh, again, your way into a prayer chair twist. Slowly turn. Now, option, turn it into an extended chair prayer twist. Arms up. Draw that shoulder blade back. I like to get my fingers on the ground if I can. Try to make sure the knees aren't going too far forward. Hold. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Okay, again, maybe hands behind, lift back up. One to go. You will not see another chair pose today. That's either awesome news or a little bit of sadness. Depends on how you feel about chair. Okay, right hand down. If you're going for the extended, open up. And release. Okay, stepping back, down dog. Take a breath, take a moment. Inhale, plank. Lower yourself down. Okay, bow pose, Dandasana, but just after we have a little break. So as mentioned, it's back bend after back bend after back bend. Okay, right heel, left forearm down. Left forehead. Left forehead could be on your arm. Press into the left forearm. So I've got it parallel. Right hand reaches back. Now maybe it touches, maybe it doesn't. Hold, left side, and just press into that foot to begin. Looking forward if you're up, or just pressing your head down. And just feel the stretch. You can hear what it's doing to my voice. My voice is cracked, finally. And release. Take a moment, take a breath. Try your right side. Right forearm down, left hand down. And again, just press. All I'm doing is pressing that foot into the hand. I'm not overdoing it. I like my knee. I've got other uses for it. Got to run after this class, this practice. And release. Okay, take a breath. Now, that was 1, 2, 3 could be a double. 3 could be a child pose. You choose. So I'm going to go on back. And I'll hold both. And slowly, yeah, nice lift into it. And release. Okay. Hands alongside. Once again, as we've been doing, child needs to give her knees apart. Alternatively, you could just go to a dog and lift and hold. And which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let my head go heavy. It's releasing the spine. I'm no longer in extension. Not quite flexion, but that's okay. If you're in child, join us in dog. Look back at your toes. Jiggle, 10 toes are pointing forward, kneecaps. Lift the hips up. Try and lift them a little hard. Press into your hands. Okay. Warrior 1. So right leg up. Stepping forward. Turn and ground your back foot on a 45. Inhale, arms up. So last twisting, we're going to try Warrior 1 twist. So again, hands to the heart, or I'm going to go back to the way I was doing it, right hand on the hip, leaning forward. Keep the spine extended, bend the elbow, keep the spine extended, lengthening, hook, or maybe just keep it high. Hands together. Now, if your back foot moves, I want you to come onto the ball of it, because that's going to probably be a lot of pressure on your knee, your ankle. And some of us, though, Warrior One, it holds quite nicely. Hold. Okay, back to center. Lift up, Virabhadrasana 1 again. Hold. Hands behind. Now, your choice. Interlace the fingers, hold a finger, hold no fingers. Chest forward, little shoulder stretch. Shoulder blades coming in. Come forward, nice length and spine to begin. Almost a humble warrior, or an arrowhead almost. Then take it into humble warrior. Let the spine go into flexion. Hands to the ground if it feels like you're going to fall. Hands to the ground now. Step on back, down dog. Take a breath, take a moment. Okay, left leg up. Again, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Let's lift ourselves up. Take your arms up, high. Could just bring it into a prayer at the heart, or left hand to the hip. Slowly forward, keep the spine long. Maybe this is you and you just bring your palms and turn. And see, this right side for me, my heel wants to come off, so I'm not going to fight it, I'm going to go with it. Listening to the mind body. Hold as we do another stretch here. Come on back, Warrior One. Arms up, humble warrior. So again, hands behind the back. Your choice. Open up. Keep the spine in nice extension. And then surrender. Let it round. Humble warrior, head down. You could be over the leg, inside the leg. Hands to the ground. Down dog. Take a moment. Child pose if you want it. So if you build a lot of head up and your body's feeling this, take a child pose. We've got another back bend coming. Okay, knees to the ground. Let the breath out. Okay, camel pose. Feel free to double that mat over, put something under your knees. Option 1, so we'll do 3 camel poses, Ustrasana. Hands behind the back, tuck your elbows in, draw the belly in, thighs go forward, tailbones tucking, breastbones lifting. And as we did earlier, just press the skin on the lower back down. Feel that stretch. Head could come all the way back if that felt like a thing for your neck. Maybe it's just keeping lifted. Okay, come back. Second variation, I'm going to stay on my toes, hands here. So we're going to do it again. Let the hips come forward, chest. This is you, stay. Or maybe reach back. Again, hips are going to tuck under, tailbone under, thigh forward, heart, center, breastbone lifting up. Maybe head coming way back, a small breath in and out. Belly's engaged, even got a little bit of pelvic floor lift here. Okay, hands back, then I'm up. Take a breath, only keeping us there a short time. This one will be the longest, as we've been doing every time we do this. Option, do what you've done. Take a child pose, your choice. I'm going to go down deeper this time. I'm still only just touching heels, but I'm off my toes. Thighs forward, hold. And one hip back, other one back. And release. And again, just a nice little child. Let that spine have a little break. Little bit of flexion. If you know rabbit pose, you're more than welcome to do that. I don't have the energy. Rabbit's the one where you hold the heels, head to the ground. I'm not going to explain it, so if you know it, by all means do it. I'll explain it in another class. Okay, slowly walk up. I want you to come into Malasana or Garland, a squat. Turn the feet out. You might want to get them wider and closer. Knees into the elbows into the knees. Hold, lengthen up. From here, press a little more into your right knee. Lean your left ear to your shoulder. Keep pressing into your right. You're just trying to stretch through here. So I'm pressing into both. It's just a little more energy in my right. Come back up. Try the left. And just a little stretch. Hold. another breath there, lengthen up. Hands behind and bum down. Okay, we're going to do Gomukhasana. Might just do the legs, might do the legs and the arms. So option 1, bring the right leg over and then walk it out. Fire across. If you know the full pose, you're going to sweep this left leg back. So some of us will stay here to do the pose. Others may sweep that leg across and back. Lengthen up, hold, try and draw the legs out a little bit more. Lengthen up. Option, stay here, and I'm going to turn around so you can see what's happening at the back. So some of you will just stay there because that's plenty. Or bring your right hand behind, palm up. Left hand up, palm down. Maybe they're just reaching to each other. Maybe interlace your fingers and hold. If this is an easy pose, keep getting your feet out. Maybe let your body come forward, but keep your hips down. Keep your spine extended. Okay, I'm turning back just to get us ready for the next pose. Okay, then there, release your arms. I want you to bring this foot that was out at the side, mine should have been, up near the knee. From there, right hand back, lift up. Reach your left hand forward, wrap it around, turn your body into a twist. Now I could lift that and hook it or just leave it there. Maybe bring the other hand back and draw that knee into my chest a bit more. I'm going to hold Ardha Matsyendrasana or a variation of it. Half Lord of the Fishes. Get this right hip bone down. I can feel mine lifting. Yeah, now it's down and it's helping me lengthen my spine up a little more. And release. Okay, let's try the other side. So again, right leg, left leg over, walk the foot out, option 1. It's just going to work better in some hips, doesn't make it any better. You're working your body, or sweep the leg down, but yeah, walk those feet out best you can. Try and get them out to the side. Okay, from here, right hand behind, palm up, left hand up, palm down, hold, elbow up, and just hold for a breath. Turn it into the twist, walk that left foot in, turn to the left, use your hands to help you. And release, legs out wide. Actually no, left leg out, right foot into your thigh. Turn your body over your leg. Now, generally this is head to knee, but because we've done a lot of extension, I'm going to suggest you bend your knee a lot. Hold, foot, shin, get your head on your knee. Round. So you might end up being like I am at the moment. Maybe you can do that and straighten. That's okay. Do that. But keep the rounded spine, the flexion. So you can feel all the muscles on the spine. So draw the belly in and up, chin to chest. Try and touch that space between the eyebrows on the pointy part of your kneecap. And then hold. Inhale back up. Okay. Right hand off to the side, maybe a little behind. Come onto the fingertips or flat. Lift up in your shin. Open up, wild thing. And back down. Let's try the other side. So remember, we are after the flexion. You're more than welcome to do it the way you normally do it. So I've got a big bend in the knee, get my head on. Some of you will be able to do that. Keep the flexion and get the leg straight as. Go for the flexion first, the rounding of the spine. Go for the lengthening secondary. And if you stay at the flexion, perfect. Just think of all those times I lengthened out your spine, got you to draw it to the left, to the right. It's just a little counter from that. And again, I didn't give the option, but some of you might just want to twist to the left. Otherwise, press up, lift up. Let your hips come forward, chest up, and release. Okay, Paschimottanasana, sort of. So, again, get your hips back. Maybe there's a little bend in your knees. Let the body come forward. Doesn't matter if there's a big bend in your knees as long as you can feel a stretch. We're going to play a little. We're going to take a couple of breaths here, slow it down. Soften the breath. Okay. From here, I'm going to come back up. I'm going to reach my left hand shin or foot, or even outside of the foot. Right hand's going to reach back and lift. And a little stretch, kind of like dancing Shiva in a seated position. Just a little play. Open up, release. Try the other side. So skip this if you don't want to do it. Left hand. Again, it's not so much that I'm lifting, as soon as I hold that, draw my hand back, it just lifts with me. And release. And again, forward fold. Chest forward, try to keep out of that lower back. Don't try to press anyone, including yourself here. Just go for a gentle stretch. We're coming onto our back. Slowly bend the knees. Come on back. Now, if you've got a belt or something, would be handy, but you don't have to have it. Right leg up, belt around the ball of the foot, arch of the foot, wherever you like. And just point, flex. We're coming really quickly on the end of the practice here. Left leg could be bent, left leg could be long. We're going to hold for a few breaths. Soften your shoulders. Just feel that stretch through the back of your right leg. Stay or draw the belly in slowly. Exhale, lift up, head towards knee. A little bit of core, not a lot. And then back down. Change legs. Same idea. And that first one's just lengthen out your leg. Look, if you can feel the back of the leg of your knees bend, you've got it. If your leg's forward, you can feel that, you've got it. Or maybe your leg's coming all the way to your head. Not me, but maybe you. Again, we're just going to take a few breaths here. Hold. Again, if you want to exhale, slowly round up. And down. Okay, keep that leg up, bring the other leg back into the belt. Let them slide out. And just give a little gentle massage to your back, your bum, your hips. Just gentle rock and roll. And slide them in. Bend, release. Okay, Supta Baddha Konasana Band Angle Pose. So it's the feet together, maybe hands on belly. It'd be really useful to just let the belly soften as much as possible in this pose. So maybe take a breath in. Having said that, some of us will like to stretch back. But even if you're taking your arms back, take a breath or two. And let your belly soften. Setting yourself up for very short savasana, 90 seconds once we're all in position. So either stay in reclining, or if you want to come up seated, you could, knowing that it's just a short session. As you come into whatever position you're doing, just tense your feet, your legs. With a little inhale, exhale, let them go. And then do the same with your arms, your chest, your belly, your back. Maybe then after that, a little turn of the head left and right. Open and close the jaw. Run the tongue through the mouth. Swallow. And then 3 breaths to take us into the short shavasana, which is starting now. Breathing in through the nose. Open the mouth and let the breath out. Let the body soften even more. And again. And one more. Allow yourself to drift. There is nothing to do, nothing to get right or wrong. We're just letting go. Maybe you're aware of the breath, maybe not. The body, maybe not. Bring your awareness back to your body. Feel the sensation as you take a breath, the movement after being still, even for that very short time. Maybe next, bring your hands to opposite shoulders, give yourself a hug. That could turn into a stretch through the belly, the legs to toes, maybe kind of a twist, any old movement. And then when you're ready, if you're on your back, roll to one side and press yourself up. Come into any sort of seated, kneeling, cross-legged, whatever position works for you, as we set ourselves up for our final pose. Our final finishing practice is the word I'm trying to look for. Bring your palms to your heart. And as you take a breath in, and that might be the last time you do a conscious breath, once again, feel the energy in your body, your mind, how you're feeling. From there, palms come to the forehead for clarity of thought, to the lips for truthfulness, satya, heart scent of kindness and compassion to all, including yourself, to ahimsa. A little bow, or maybe just a nod in gratitude towards the earth. Inhale back up. Thank you for sharing practice. Namaste. Look forward to seeing you again. We got another back bend practice coming, which will make it about number 4 in a row, which will be next week. And we'll put everything we've done a little more. So again, thank you. Look forward to seeing you again.